Okay, kids, I wanted to make a real quick video to show you how these prime and composite numbers work. So I've gone down the screen here, down this side. Oh, you can't see my marker. Hold on. I've gone down this side of the screen and done the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you scroll down, it's all the way down to 10. So what I did here is I showed you, starting with the number 1, the only multiplication facts that make 1. 1 times 1 is the only multiplication fact that makes 1, which means the only factor for the number 1 is 1. 1 is an unusual number, and 1 is considered not prime or composite. And it is the only number in the whole number system that only has one factor and is not prime or composite. Okay? Because it only has one factor. Let's go to the number 2. The number 2 has these as its multiplication facts, which means the factors of 2 are 1 and 2, because 1 times 2 makes 2. These are the only two numbers that make 2 when you multiply them together. So that means that this only has 2 factors, and because it has 2 factors, then it is called a prime number. Okay? Let's go down here to the number 3. 3 only has these two numbers. The factors of 3 are 1 and 3. Because 1 times 3 makes 3. It also only has 2 factors. It is a prime number. Now let's go down and look at number 4. The number 4. 4 has this equation, and this equation. So if we list the factors for 4, it has the numbers 1, 2, and 4. Because 1 times 4 makes 4, and 2 times 2 make 4. It has 3 factors. And so if it's not prime, because prime only has 2 factors, then that means that it is composite. Another way to think about the word composite is if you have a composition notebook, the word composition is very similar to this word composite, and a composition notebook has lots of pages, and composite numbers have lots of factors. They have more than 2 factors, so that's just a way to remember it. Let's look at 5, the number 5. The number 5 has these two equations, so it has 2 factors, which would be the numbers 5 and 1. It only has 2 factors, so is it prime or is it composite? You're right, it's prime. Okay? Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's look at number 6. The number 6. 6 has 4 equations. So if we go and list the factors, or sometimes they're called factor pairs, the factor pairs would be 1 and 6, because 1 times 6 makes 6, and 2 and 3. These are also factor pairs. It has 4 factors. So is it prime or is it composite? You're right, it's composite because it has more than 2 factors. Okay? What about 7? I'm only seeing 2 factors. What does that mean? Prime. You're right. Let's look at 8. Does it have more than 2 factors? Yeah. It has 1, 8, 2, and 4. It has 4 factors, right? So does that mean it's prime or composite? Composite. All right, let's look at the number 9. This was an interesting one. It has factors of 1, 9, and 3. More than 2 factors? Yep, it's composite. And last but not least, oh, and guess what? I left some off of here. The number 10. Let's look at how many factors. 1, 10, 2, and 5. It is 4 factors. So it's also composite. I hope that helps, guys, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood the difference between prime and composite.